It's really easy to look at the big picture and despair. But if I look at individual sub-watersheds where we're working and I see the transformation that's taking place there, I see lives changing for the better. That gives me a lot of hope. So in faith, I think the little that we have to offer, we're trusting God to utilize that to do something far greater. So I have hope as long as I focus on where I can make a difference. I think that we focus on the problem in its global totality. That's a recipe for despair.
Welcome to the Earth Keepers podcast. This podcast is for people who seek new and better ways to love and care for the earth. It's a podcast for anyone who is deeply concerned about the harm being done to the environment on a local and global level. It's a podcast that builds community and connection between people of like heart and mind, people who believe that earth care should be integrated into every aspect of life, and for many in the Earth Keepers community, that includes our spiritual lives. In this episode, I'll be talking with Scott Sabin, Executive Director of the organization called Plant with Purpose. Plant with Purpose is an international, faith-based organization that empowers the poor in rural areas around the world where poverty is connected to deforestation. Importantly, their approach to community development includes not just the planting of food-producing trees on farms, but also the work of reforestation and species diversification in publicly shared land. As you heard at the start of the program, Scott explains that the tens of millions of trees the organization has helped to plant over the years can seem insignificant when one looks at the enormity of the deforestation problem across the globe. However, the crucial factor for all of us is to focus on the part each of us can play and trust God for the rest. Welcome, friends, to the Earth Keepers podcast.